What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mag. So, of course, before you watch what I've got to say in this video, please do consider hitting like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm currently only 4 subscribers away from hitting the 2.2k milestone, but let's get into talking about the topic of today and what has been going around, of course, and causing quite a bit of controversy, and it is, of course, the talk that Newcastle United would have to ground share with the Mackems. And who else but Louise Taylor of The Guardian is sprouting this absolute bullshit. I've got to say, no way would Newcastle United ground share with the Mackems. This is just absolutely beyond a joke. Peter Kenneal said that, there was brief talk about it, but very, very brief. So that just shows right there, that the owners really don't want to have to go down this avenue of ground sharing with the Mackems. There's plenty of other stadiums out there right now that we could probably ground share with. Also, the fact that at the moment we can't really do anything with St James's Park anyway, because we do have, of course, the stadium selected to be one of the host stadiums for the upcoming international tournaments. So it will be a while before Newcastle are even allowed to upgrade St James's Park anyway. So in that aspect of things, you could look at maybe the possibility of building some sort of shipping container stadium up towards where the airport is, or building some sort of shipping container stadium, maybe somewhere where there is some free land inside the city centre area, and that would be able to then be used for the duration of however long it would take for the stadium to be made, which wouldn't take a whole load of time for the stadium to be made. I mean, we've seen many stadiums already being made from the ground up, and it hasn't took them forever to make them. Some of them, some stadiums you can just knock one end down and build on that end, and then still play at the stadium, which I don't think Newcastle's owners will do. I don't think owners will do that. I don't think owners would be looking at that kind of avenue, because it would sacrifice the gate receipts coming in, which of course then affects the FFP situation, which is already pretty bad as it is for at the moment, because we've got all this money, we still can't really spend the amount of money that I'm sure the owners would like to go out and spend. The team really does, it might not look it, but the team does need improvements in areas around the team. Like I said in many videos already, the right centre back role is screaming out for a new player to come in there. Because Shaw is getting older. At the moment, Shaw won't be available for tonight's game, as he wasn't available for the game against Tottenham, and that means that it looks like Botman could be coming into that team tonight once again, and he's been out for a very long time. But anyway, talking about the stadium, we really need to be looking at some good options that are out there, and I don't think ground sharing with the Mackems is a good option, in my opinion. It's just the same as ground sharing with Middlesbrough. It wouldn't be a good option at all. So for me, the shipping container route would probably be a better option. You can knock the stadium up in no time, and get a pretty good capacity ground out of it as well. We've seen it being done very successfully over in Qatar during the World Cup, of course, with that shipping container stadium that was over there. So it is doable. That is an avenue that I think the club will be looking at. But ground sharing with the Mackems, definitely not, in my opinion. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below, and of course there will be some more videos coming up on the channel in the coming days to talk about transfers. But for this one, I do want to end out with one piece of transfer news, as it is pretty time sensitive. But according to reports, all over the internet at the moment. Martin Dubravka is supposedly having his last game for Newcastle United tonight, as a deal has already been agreed with Al Shabab, who have just appointed rather a new sporting director there in Pavel Nedved. But of course, these talks were going on before Pavel Nedved was the sporting director at Al Shabab. But Martin Dubravka reportedly agreeing a deal with Al Shabab, and this game tonight, of course, against Arsenal, is supposedly meant to be the last game he plays in Newcastle United goalkeeper jersey. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember, hit like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like I say, we're only 4 subscribers away from the 2.2k subscriber milestone, and then we can push on, of course, for what I want to hit this year, if possible, would be that 5k, over 5k subscriber milestone. I know it's a massive ask, but I know if you lads and lasses put your mind to it, we can get there, and we can hit that target for this year of 5,000 or over 5,000 subscribers. Of course, milestone on the channel. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see you all for the match reaction after the Arsenal game tonight. And how are the lads?